What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires, and this part of the commentary is actually post-recorded just because of the fact that we had a little bit of an audio glitch in the video, and I'm not sure why, but it was just in the beginning, so don't worry about that. And in this episode, we're actually going to see what happens when we try to get this truck across the mud pit with some assistance from the Chevy mud truck in the background, and I'm really excited for these because I think that the mud bog towing challenges could be very interesting and entertaining. So I hope you guys do enjoy the following video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And my next step is to try to get the Chevy and the Dodge and that massive Ford to actually work here. And if I can get that to happen, then we can actually have a mud truck battle, but I haven't been able to make it work yet. But I promise you guys that as soon as I can make the game cooperate enough to make that work, you guys are going to be the first to see the video. So, first up, we're going to see how far this truck can make it. Probably not very far, and we're going to end up pulling it out with the Chevy. And it looks like, well, first of all, it'll be a good challenge for the Chevy to see how far it can actually, like, pull this truck out. But I'm going to try to get this truck super buried in here just to see if I can, if we can actually rescue it. It doesn't really want to move much. That's the thing, is that it doesn't really want to move much. Yeah, I would never, honestly, be able to see this thing going all the way across. The only way that we could get this across is if we had the Chevy legit tow it across the mud bog, which is what I'm going to try to do. I think that it can... I know that it can make it through on its own. I just don't know if it can make it through towing something. I've never tried this before. And it could either end really well, or it could end with both vehicles getting stuck. So I think it's definitely worth trying, though. Where are we gonna hook up? There we go. And should we disable? Yeah, let's disable that and see if we can just pull it. Come on. Thing's trying. You know what? We need to put it in low. Low's the only way we're going to get this through here. And plus, I've disabled that thing's engine now, so it can... Literally, we're only pulling it at this point. God, if you think your truck can handle, like, a mud bog, this is the test. Not just to be able to drive through it, but to be able to tow something through it. That's really the ultimate test. And so far, the Chevy is actually doing really well. I need to see if it can pull up the hill, though. The hill is going to be hard. The hills, I mean, we do have a last resort, and that is to kick the power back on for that truck, to put it back into acceleration mode. I say acceleration mode, just click the acceleration button back on. And if we can do that, I mean, if we can do that, it'll, I guarantee you it'll be able to drive out with the help of this truck. But if this truck can just straight up pull it out, that's a different ballgame, because normally that doesn't happen. Like, just legit, normally that doesn't happen. So I'm curious to see if we can actually make it get to the point to where it will actually pull that truck out. Come on, we're right at the top of low 2. Gonna try and make this happen. Try and make this happen just under the sheer power of just the Chevy, but yeah, it looks like the hill's a little bit too steep for us, guys. It looks like the hill. Well, wait a minute. There we go. Working the wheel back and forth is definitely helping. It's just, I don't know if it'll help all, like, if it'll go all the way just off of working the wheel back and forth. Because working the wheel, If we turn accelerate, let's see what happens. If we just turn acceleration on. Oh, legit, that makes no difference. That 100% makes no difference. Increasing our wheel speed doesn't really make much of a difference either. It just makes us dig more. Oh, wait. Bringing it down to low 2 did. Or, like, kind of like midway between low 2 and low 1. Right at the bottom of low 2, I should say. Now it's just digging and crawling. It's making it, though. Like, it's legitimately making it through. Now what we're going to do is turn around. When we get it back over here, I'm going to tow it back the other way, because I feel like, you know, you can tow it through one way, but as we've seen before with this map, sometimes going back the other way isn't quite the same. And also, whatever route you take, there's going to be different, like, not really route, but whichever, like, like, if you go in the middle and then you go back on, say, the right or the left, it's going to be different. It's going to be a completely different run. So we're going to turn around and go back the other way and see what happens in terms of if we can, not only if we can make it, but if it's harder, easier. And we're going to probably go along the right side, because I know the right side is known for being, at least known to me anyway, to be difficult. But in order for it to count, we got to pull it all the way up over this little lip at the very end. And don't tell me that's going to be the hardest part. It looks like it might be, which that would suck if it is. Gonna try and use, there we go. It's gonna try and use just a little bit of wheel speed, and it kind of worked, but at the same time it kind of didn't, because you can't really, oh, there we go. You kind of have to angle your way over the exit, but once you get over the exit, you're fine. And once you get over the exit, you're good, you're fine. You just have to get your rear axle over. The front axle is the hardest part. There we go. Once you get right between low 1 and low 2, that's where you have maximum grip. At least where this truck has maximum grip. And for the way back, we're going to turn engine power off for that truck too. Alright, now, let's go. Gonna leave it right in between low 1 and low 2. We're gonna go way to the right this time, because this route should be a little bit harder. And, are you serious? We're just gonna turn engine power back on just to get over that bump, because honestly, that bump is really, really annoying, and it's way more exaggerated than it has to be. So, we can go back to pull mode now. You really only hear it idling. Like, there's not really much else for you to, like, you really only hear it idling because you're so low in the, the gear ratios are dropped down so low that Spin Tires doesn't really register, kind of engine sound at this point. They're just like, it's at idle. It may as well be at idle. But I think that this is a really good challenge and a really good idea. I want to try pulling bigger trucks, because now we pretty much know it can pull that, which is kind of like, you know, like a semi-truck 8x8. So it's not a small truck, but I want to try pulling bigger trucks. I think bigger trucks, heavier trucks, trucks that are loaded down with more than just like, you know, more than just like a like an excavator. I think that's, you know, that's a decent bit of cargo. But if we can bring something out here, especially with like a big trailer, that would be quite the challenge to see if it would actually make it while pulling a trailer. But yeah, this truck just absolutely digs and just goes. Like, when you set it right there, that is the perfect position for it to be in gear. That is a perfect spot. And you can really kind of, when you start to feel out these gearboxes, you realize that each truck has a completely different spot that it likes to be. Like it likes to be as far as, like, you know, where it likes the transmission to be used in, or at least ratio-wise. What are we stuck on? We're stuck on something. I don't know if the middle of the truck, like if the middle of our truck was bottoming out, or if the bumper of the other truck was starting to hit something. Regardless, it was good. It was just like a little bit on the iffy side. It was just kind of like starting to bog. Come on, come on, come on, pull. There you go. I think this side is going to be, it's going to be a slow go, but it's going to work. Oh, it got bogged down. It started getting bogged down anyway. Started getting bogged down. It's like, and then when it starts to bog, you're like, oh, come on. Please. Please don't let this be a thing. Please. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Last hill now. The camera's starting to freak out. Oh, that's going to be really hard to get over, too. We're going to definitely have to kick the truck's engine power to do that. To get over the edge right there, because that's going to be the hardest possible part for this truck. I'm okay with turning engine power on here, because this is like I said, the absolute hardest part. And it's not going to really add all that much. It's just going to add this tiny little bit to make that truck not be at least not be 100% dead weight. But hey, we're at an angle, actually, that we can get over it just simply by just driving straight ahead. We don't have to angle over it, which is really nice, because having to angle over it sucks. But hey, I think for all intents and purposes, that worked, and that was like, dude, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with actually with this mega truck, with the Duramax mega truck. It did an awesome job. I want to try towing some other vehicles through there, definitely some bigger, heavier vehicles. But if you guys enjoyed this mud bog towing challenge, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.